What's going on, guys? It's Sam here, back with another banger of a YouTube video. And today I wanted to talk about a fairly simple premise or topic, but I feel like it's a topic that needs to be discussed even more than it really is within the male community, especially on YouTube here. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. And I wanted to start this off just to preface this I've never dated. I've never had a girlfriend. I've never really pursued a relationship, with any girl in particular. I've had crushes, of course, but it's never been like an urge of mine to get a girlfriend. Like, man, I need one. But even still, I feel like I was a little too obsessed with girls, especially in early high school, right? Like right now, I'm gonna be a senior, which is literally crazy. How am I already gonna be a senior? I'm gonna be 18 in like 15, 20 days, right? But I think more than that, we also need to just kind of bring up the fact that most boys my age, or a little bit younger, a little bit older, are literally day in and day out working and pursuing everything in order to get a girlfriend or to get a wife or to get a partner of any kind. I don't care if you're gay, if you're straight, if you're trans or whatever. You're trying to do things, trying to change things to usually pursue a relationship of some kind or to be acknowledged in a romantic way, right? I think we can all agree. Most people do that. And I said most men, most women do that too, but because I'm not a woman, I feel like it's not right for me to call girls out because I'm not a girl, right? But again, to get back to the main point here, men spend every single day, it feels like, just working towards getting a girl to be better looking. They go to the gym, they spend a ton of money on expensive, cool clothes that look better. They buy expensive perfumes. They even go as far as to change their entire personality. Why do they go through all of this trouble? It's simple. It's just to get a girl. It's to get another girl. That's what it is. And so I sit here and again, I have never dated, but I don't really have that huge manly urge, if you will, to get a girlfriend. Like, I'm not thinking every day, man, I wish I could date this girl or that girl. I don't know if this is a bad thing, but I'm kind of content just being single for right now, if I'm being honest. Like, yeah, a girlfriend would be nice and all, but I think it's fine to be single and it's cool. Like I don't have any strong urges to get a girlfriend, right? But again, on the whole, most boys, especially most young teen dudes or early adults, that's all they think about. That's all they are. That's literally everything. That's it. They just want a girl, want a girl, want a girl, want a girl. And I just can't help but sit here and just be like, why are we wasting so much time on this? All right, guys, like, girls are not the most important thing in life. They're not the only thing in life, right? Like, go pursue things to better yourself. Go, pursue a better job, a better career, so that when you're old, you don't have to work anymore. You can retire at like 60. So you can just live a happy, retired 20, 30 years. How are you going to get to like 80, 90? By pursuing the gym, by pursuing, the doctor, not for cosmetic changes or for aesthetic changes, but for health. Like, genuinely. I would say 50, at least 50 to 75% of the boys I know, they go to the gym because they want to get jacked. Why do they want to get jacked, or why do they want to lose or gain weight? It's because they want to impress girls. I'm not going to call any of them out specifically, of course, but there's one or two specifically where that's their entire personality nowadays. It's, what's my macros? How many protein am I getting? Am I eating enough, or am I losing enough? Man, do I need to hit the gym more? Oh, it's all about calories. And I'm just sitting here like, as someone who's also trying to lose weight, you should be doing this for health. And whenever I ask them why they're trying to lose weight, why they're trying to gain weight, why they're trying to hit this protein level or go to the gym this much, it's always the same. So that they can look better. So they can be not skinny or not fat. And so they can look good and impress all the girls. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to look good. But I think there is something a little wrong about wanting to look good to impress girls or to impress anyone, really, right? You shouldn't strive to just impress people. And I do think that is a thing that most people, especially men, struggle with, is trying to impress people, trying to appear as stronger or cooler or richer than the next guy down the line. And we could get into why that is, how maybe some girls are too picky or, men have way too high expectations, like I said. We could get on into the nitty gritty there, but I've already kind of covered certain of those topics, right? And I feel like it wouldn't really do this video justice. So, kind of just as a message, again, to my fans, to my audience, because we just hit 200 subs. I think we're at 202. Thank you guys. You guys have been killing it. You know, but we're at 200 subs. I'm getting a few viewers per stream, right? That's great. Thank you guys. But again, now that I'm at a place where I kind of have this small core community of a few people, I just need to continue to preach this message to you guys, especially young men, because I know that's my majority audience is young, impressionable men. I need to just tell you guys this. Don't pursue a girl just to pursue her. And don't work your entire life just to pursue a girl. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Because at the best, you're going to get a girlfriend, and at the worst, you're going to get nothing. You're going to get no attention, no affection, no love. And I think, not to be a little too dark here, but I think that's why a lot of men, are kind of, if you look at the screen like what I'm doing, they kind of have those thoughts, right? I think they have those bad, harmful thoughts in them because they work so hard and they don't get any attention or love for it. And that's just the harsh reality, man. And I know it sucks. It sucks so bad, right? But that's the reality that we need to live in. We need to live in reality, not in this fantasy candy land where it's like, oh yeah, if I just get muscular, then I'll be better than these boys, and then that girl will like me. Or if I just gain or lose a little bit of weight, or if I just put on this new style of clothing, or if I just talk this way, or if I just pass this test, or if I just buy this perfume, or if I just, whatever. If I just get good at this video game, if I just blow up on YouTube, or, pass this interview, then I'll be better. Then things will be good. And we're not just addressing the core thing that's wrong there, which is maybe yeah, you're not good enough yet, but maybe you don't need to have this checklist in your life. Maybe you can just live your life and rely on, being just a good man and pursuing God. Why can't we do that? Why can't there be more men who think that way? Where it's just like, man, I need to work on my character. Man, I need to work on not lying. Man, I need to work on, not just laying in bed, right? And certain of those things, like gluttony, like laziness, they also can help with your health. But instead of just thinking, I need to get in shape or I need to get out of the house to impress girls, we should think like, I need to get out of the house, I need to get in shape, I need to eat right to better myself, to make myself a better man. And this can be applied to women too. Maybe instead of just saying, man, I really, really need to get a good job so I can afford all these fancy makeups and surgeries so I can look perfect. Maybe instead you should just be content with how God made you. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with wearing makeup. There's nothing wrong with wearing nice clothes, with feeling pretty. Don't get me wrong, you should want to feel pretty. But you should also be like, does me doing all of this stuff just for, some money to get perfume or, maybe just spending this to get these nice clothes that make me look cuter, is all of this worth it? What does this benefit me from? And yeah, confidence, both ways for men and women, I'm sure confidence is a big thing, and that's valid. But I think a lot of people use confidence as an excuse as well, where it's genuinely just like they just kind of say, oh yeah, it's all just for my confidence, man. I have no confidence. I need to lose weight so I can be just a cool, strong, unique, cool person. But deep down, there's something else there. There is. There's always something else. Some material goal. And again, for men and for women, don't just pursue things to gratify yourself, to be perceived better, to make others like you or make others want to be around you or want to date you or want to marry you. Do things for God's glory, number one, but even if you're not a religious person or you don't align with the Christian faith like I do things to better yourself. Please. And I think there's a difference. Like, when you go to the gym, you're not bettering a homeless person, right? Like, what I'm not saying is you should just, like, never help anyone. You should never go to a food pantry to help. You should never donate to things. You should never help out, again, a homeless man or someone in need. You should never give money. You should never be generous. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, like, these materialistic goals that so many young people have nowadays, just think about what's behind that. Why do you want that surgery for your face? Why do you want that surgery or this cosmetic upgrade? Why do you want to go to the gym so much now? Why do you want to eat so much? Why do you want to not eat? And just think about what's the core reason. What's the core reason behind these things? What you're doing. And if the answer ends up being, oh man, Sam, you're right. I'm going to the gym because I want to be perceived as more attractive so I can get a girl. Or I want to, I want to go and get this surgery so that my face could be more attractive. Or I could just, be a little less heavy, get liposuction or something. Go the easy way out. Yeah, because I want to be cuter. Well, then there's a problem there. You should work for others and you should also work for yourself. And if going to the gym, if you genuinely have the attitude that I'm going to the gym to make my health better, because that's my goal. I'll be honest. Yeah, I want to look a little better. I don't want to say that I have no flaws. Part of it is materialistic. I want to look a little better. Partly for my confidence, partly just because I think it'd be kind of fun to enjoy my adulthood as a fit and healthy young man. But I think when I go to the gym, my main goal is if I don't go and if I continue to gain weight, I'm probably not going to make it past 60. Because I'm going to be fat. I'm probably going to have diabetes. I'm probably going to have heart disease. I'm going to be in a bad place down the road. So I go to the gym for my confidence. I go to the gym for my health because it's healthy to get going. I don't go because I want to have this peak jawline. I don't go because I want to be super ripped and jacked. I just go to better myself on the whole, right? There are moments in time where I have to really catch myself where I'm like, man, I'm really being selfish here. I just want to look good right now. And I have to catch myself and I have to be like, no, man, that's wrong. And I urge you guys to do the same. Work towards better things. Work towards things that better yourself or better others and aren't just all based around this materialistic mindset. And so I know the title is going to be Don't Chase After Girls because that's what I started the video off with. And then I kind of generalized it. But I want to go back to girls specifically for guys because that's my main audience. The same can be applied there. Don't just go chase after girls. It's not worth it. Not to be weird, but let that come to you. Genuinely, let that come to you. Stop trying so hard to appear as nonchalant and super cool and whatever. Just be yourself. Just be unique. Just get out there and wait for the right woman to come. And if you pray and if you are working hard to better yourself for good intentions, the Lord will reward you generously. He rewarded my dad. He rewarded my sister's husbands or boyfriends. He rewarded my, really almost every godly man I know. The moment they stopped trying to do all these materialistic things and just decide, you know what, I'm going to trust God, or I'm just going to, do these things just for the betterment, they ended up getting girlfriends because they were more confident. They were more secure. They were more, you know, with themselves, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I have to say. Don't chase after women, please. It's not worth it. And for everyone, not just men, but for men and women, don't be materialistic. Just don't. So yeah, that's my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for 200 subscribers. And I will see you guys in the next video or the next stream. Streams tonight. Hope you guys can join. It should be Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.